Alright, what is this? Something about Hassan and Ageman.
If there's another one. Come out against me. Oh my god. Is it another one against me?
Uh-huh.
This is the same thing that I can guarantee you already. This is absolutely every single thing that he's going to say about me, people are also going to say about him. And you know what?
What are they saying?
They're all right. They're right when they say it about me, and they're right when they say it about you.
Okay. Collar me shocked.
Let's listen and find out.
Zach is always copying your language, always using the words in the wrong places, but it won't matter until someone like a big streamer said, take 1 minute to go and undermine the streamer right now, and 10x more people would nip it in the bud than the few starting it. Every smear has a potential to slow down or stagger progression. What do you mean? Yeah, no big streamer is ever going to come out and be like, Asmongold is ridiculous for saying these sorts of things. I
don't know. I mean, people have criticized plenty of things that I've said.
What do you mean?
I'm going to tell you exactly why they won't.
What?
This is going to be the exact reason why people won't criticize him, by the way. Get ready.
I think you already know. Because every fucking big streamer who actually opposes his worldview are utterly fucking terrified of his audience. Okay? That's it.
Bro! What? Are we for real? There's no way you actually said this with that much confidence. There's no way the irony is lost on you this hard. What are we talking about? This guy's got to be trolling or rage baiting. There's no way. Everyone knows Hassan's audience is like the most radical, insane, terminally online, violence supporting people probably on the entirety of the internet. Hassan's audience is an echo chamber. Makes like Reddit look like a playground, man. When Hassan read the manifesto of mass murderers, his audience spams like hearts in his chat. There's no actual fucking way you said this. The audacity. It's the same meme every time too. It's like accuse the enemy of what you're doing while you're doing it, because then people don't believe you or don't believe them. This is so delusional, man. I don't know whether I should laugh or not. I don't know. This is sad. And by the way, I'm sure Esmond's audience will show up to defend him if some retard streamer pipes up and attacks him. That does happen. I think that's the nature of every large streamer. You tend to cultivate a following that will defend you. But to pretend like his audience is well-behaved, as in Mr. Hassan's, that they're well-behaved saints, and Asmon's audience is a bunch of rabid animals is fucking insane. That actually blows my mind, unironically. That's... maybe he's rage baiting. I don't know. I shall defend Alana. Yes, I'm sure there's people who would be schizos and schizo out on my behalf. I don't want you to schizo on and go crazy, but like, it's just the nature of like being a fan of something. People do with football and everything else in between. Okay. Goodness, what the fuck? I just went on a fucking tangent.
They're 100% terrified of his audience because his fan base does not have any fucking, they don't have any restraint.
What?
They realize.
You didn't have to do this to yourself.
Oh no.
So I'm on break at work right now, so
what is this?
Chopped, but Hassan Piker fans are actually rabid animals. My DMs are full of people
You didn't have to do this. Why would you do this to yourself?
Calling me Amber Heard as an insult, saying that I am
why would you do this?
Propaganda and I'm being paid by YouTubers that I also hate. Yeah, it's crazy that I called out Hassan for...
And she's obviously talking about me, by the way. She's obviously talking about probably me and Ethan.
Oh
and
my
maybe
god,
also Baldur.
They're harassing her that bad?
Tectone.
And being basically a passport bro. And I've got people calling me like... conservative in my DM.
I'm not. They're calling her a conservative? Really? They're eating their own? Yeah, man. This is so sad. She's not the only one? I'm sure.
And that even if he did these things, we still need him.
Even if he did these things, we still need him as the face of the left. Wow.
As the face of the left.
Wow.
Hassan fans straight up got me demonetized. And this is coming from someone that used to be subbed to Hassan.
Dude. Yes, because Hassan's audience is a heavy majority of like ideologically like captured political schizos. That's who watches Hassan. So the second you make any criticism of him, the single digit IQ retards will start flooding your socials and claiming you must be like the most right-wing, alt-right conservative because that's all they fucking know. Now, let's not misunderstand this. Asmon's audience has these people too. Absolutely. But I would argue the population of people that think like that in his audience is significantly smaller than Hassan's. For 2 reasons, by the way. I can name them off the top of my head. Asmon actually bans schizos that say radical things in his chat and it pisses him off. And second of all, he's 100% willing to disagree with his audience and fights on subjects that he believes in. Hassan never does this. He never goes against his audience because they'll eat him alive. They're gonna eat him, just like tear him to shreds and devour him. I'm telling you, bro, it must be scary toting a line like that. Like, again, you'll lose viewers as if you post opinions or you make opinions that people disagree with, but like, I feel like I've never gotten a direct threat from actual viewers from my stream. Like, detractors, sure. Haters, yeah, absolutely. I've gotten a few. But, like, ultimately, if you don't like me, don't watch me. It's not that big a deal. And I feel like with Hassan, if he says something wrong, they'll just freak out at him. Yeah.
That millionaire money.
Ouroboros, yeah.
So, yeah, maybe let's cool it with the threats because I don't really think that's helping with the misogyny allegations.
I could absolutely.
That would be great if you could.
Hold on. I would absolutely believe that she was a Hassan sub. I don't know what it is.
Stop threatening to.
Maybe it's the snake bites.
And for the most part, Hassan is
cute,
not
though.
necessarily responsible for what his audience does.
No.
Unless he's telling them to do this.
Yes, I agree.
This is an outcome of having a community built around talking about extremely volatile, extremely serious issues.
And then not moderating your chat. I'm pretty sure Asmongold Clips has pointed out numerous times that people have said heinous shit in Hassan's chat and then nothing happens to them. Like, again, I don't know if he says it here, but something he says very often that if you don't police your schizos, you will become defined by them. I don't think that everyone who watches Hassan is a bad person. I don't think so. When Asmon's dad died and Hassan covered it, a ton of people were spamming hearts. Not like ironic, happy he's dead hearts. At least I don't think so. I can't read people's minds. But like, you know, supportive, sorry for your loss hearts and messages. And I think that Asmon would do the same thing if something happened to his family. There are good people in that chat, but in 99% of the situations, those people are like completely overshadowed by the radical retards that spam in chat that he often caters to and doesn't ban. That's the biggest problem, I think.
And the reason why I don't want to blame Hassan is because I don't want people to blame me. Because anything you can say about him, you can say about me too.
True.
This is the thing, is that he's right about this, but this is the pot calling the kettle black. This is the same thing.
I think he's being a little too conforming here. I don't really agree with this, but I understand why he's saying it. You guys might not remember, but there was like a video on his shorts channel where his like editor points out all the schizos they banned in Asmon's chat, and also he went through unbans as well. But the schizos in Hassan's chat are just like these multi-year long, like 4+ year long subscribers that never get banned or reprimanded ever. Like Asmon's mods actually trying to police his chat. But the reason he's saying this is because when you get to that level of streaming to like 30 to 50k viewers, you can't police everyone. It's like impossible. You can't read chat that fast, even if you have like 15 moderators like looking at all times. You can't control what they do. You can't police everyone. So even though the effort is there to like try and help dissuade people from like doing it, you're still having to go out. You're still having a lot of people going out and harassing others on your behalf and saying like Asmon would want this or like blah blah blah. It's like that's why he's saying this ultimately.
Because his fan base does not have any fucking, they don't have any restraint. They've realized that they can just like go after anyone and everyone.
Bruh,
and, name them, shame them, smear them, take clips out of context.
That is so rich coming from you. That's crazy.
Constantly yell.
An example of this not happening, by the way, recently was with Ray. I was not rude to her at all. I'm sure that there were people in my audience that were rude, and I find that to be disappointing. And if I find out that they were doing that in a way that was ungentlemanly, you might end up getting permabanned, because it's just it's not something that I want to see people do. But I think that's a good example right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, that was literally a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take it personally at all.
In their chats, go to every other chat and demand that the other streamers talk about this this new victim in the crosshairs. You know, so that is the reason. That is the reason why no one will actually come out and oppose any of his viewpoints, even if they quietly oppose it.
That's the same thing with him.
Ray said a lot of dumb shit, but I wouldn't go beyond attacking her words. You're allowed to call her a dumb bitch. People call me a dumb bitch all the time. That's fine. But, like, to go out and threaten to, like, hurt someone in real life because you disagree with them, like, good lord, man. Every fan base is rabid. You saw what happened when you went against one of the most popular VTubers ever, man. I got death threats over Cinder, chat. Like, it's everywhere. It's not Cinder's fault. She didn't tell him to go and hack everyone. It's just people are fucking rabid. They're fucking retarded. It's how it is, man. I hope none of you do that. If I ever get attacked, don't fucking go out and death threat people. It's horrible. Don't do that. It's bad.
And it's not just Asmongold, to be fair. It's not just Asmongold at all. There are plenty of other, like, there's a bunch of kick streamers that do the same shit too. It just doesn't really matter. And I mean, look, I'm one of the very few people out there who does actually oppose a lot of streamers when they do fuck shit.
And that's good. I think that's totally fine. I don't have a single problem with Hassan giving his take and giving his opinion and disagreeing with what I'm saying or what anybody else is saying. I think that's his right, and I think that's a good thing. And it's important to have people that disagree with you in spaces, so that way it keeps you sharp as well.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with people disagreeing with me at all.
Mm.
And look how much I eat it on a daily fucking basis.
I am one of the only people that has not gone out and like hyper condemned Hassan for the fucking dog thing. I haven't. And if you go back through all the VODs and everything, I have never gone out and like gone and been like, oh, he's such a horrible person. I can't believe he's done this. He's using his friends.
Humble streamer.
I never have done that. Now, I've laughed at the jokes and I've covered the controversy, but I've never really condemned him.
Yeah, you said it's
and
bad.
The reason why
but,
is because I don't really know what's going on. I'm not 100% sure, and I don't want to do that. Essentially, betrays me, that's the opposite. No, it's okay. It's not a big deal. But I do farm people. I do absolutely do that. And I'm sure he might be a little bit upset about the dog stuff and listen, if he can go back to what I said, and I even predicted what was going to happen to him before he went live the first day of this controversy. I said that it would not matter what he did and what he said, people would have already made up their mind that he was guilty.
Obviously,
right.
man. Obviously. This happens a lot. This happens in reverse, too. People on his side will say Asmund is guilty of something that's a literal lie and completely fabricated. That's just like the climate of social media that we exist in. People lie about you because they hate you, and people believe in it because they hate you. The fact is true, and it goes both ways. I got linked a thread about me the other day in the comments saying, yeah, SmugAlana, she supports Putin because she's a bad person, and she loves the war. She said some dumb shit about Ukraine. Word for word. I'm not even paraphrasing. That's what they said. I have never once in my entire life said that. I don't think I've ever even brought up Putin on my stream. That's a blatant, egregious lie. But everyone piles on it. It's got like 100 updates. Nobody said anything against it. Anybody who does gets downvoted to shit because they already believe it and they fucking hate me. This happens to everyone. It's just the way the internet is. That's the way tribalism is. What's sad is I don't think it gets better. I think it only gets worse as time goes on.
I mean, it sure seems like there's some other clips that look kind of bad, right? But at the same time, people already made up their mind. They did. They had already made up their mind. It didn't matter what he had shown on that stream. It would have still been something else. So, yeah, and he's guilty. I mean, some of the clips do definitely look bad now, right? But at the time,
Yeah.
I didn't know that, and nobody knew that. So, just so he's made up his mind about Tecton allegations. I mean, I
think that's awful.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously know more about it, right? It's about disagreeing with animal abuse. Usually trying to dissuade people to make up other shit without the genocide. I don't know about that. So, yeah. And the fake care about the dog is so forced. People act like he beat the dog, and shot collars used regularly for dog training. I think that what people really don't like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's I don't want to get into like all the.
It's really
I'm not a big
complicated with the
moralizer.
shot collar thing. I think personally.
I'm not a big moralizer.
Ah!
It's
Jesus. What the fuck? What? Why is it so glitchy? Anyway, yeah, overall, you get attacked for everything. I think that if he showed the call the first time on stream, it would have helped a little bit. But yeah, at the end of the day, people have already made up their mind. Yeah, the fact that he's hiding it and all that. Yeah, just let me find this fucking... This thing pissed me off, man. Yeah, one of my mods linked this. Just so I can go over it real quick. Where is it? Putin? Yeah. Another thing I'd point out is that Alana is Russian. And unlike most Russians no longer living in Russia... By the way, complete lie. I wasn't born there, but okay. Has a decidedly high opinion of Putin. I've never done that. And they say to the point where she's made some pretty dumb comments about the war in Ukraine. Like, what? Since when? Citation needed? Yeah, it's the first time pro-Ukraine, pro-Putin has condemned war numerous times. Please post proof. And then they just don't. They don't care. Yeah, I've said it multiple times, but again, this just brings up my point of like, it doesn't matter. And then people call me a Nazi and like an alt-righter, and then I'm a grifter. It doesn't matter. They've already made up their mind. I could post literal proof and they wouldn't care. That's so fucking just annoying. But yeah, I think it's ironic that like Hassan says left-wing creators are scared of Asmund's audience when Hassan is scared of his own audience. Like, let's be real. Some people just want Need a Dragon to slay. Yes, and I think, honestly, it's just a terminally online issue. I think half these people wouldn't fucking care if they weren't so terminally online. I don't have enough hatred in my heart to, like, truly hate anyone. Ever since I became a streamer, I'm just so, like, busy. I have to do everything myself. I have to do, like, all this work, keep up. I need to keep up with my community. Keep up with mods. Like, I feel like it's so like a non-issue for me. Critics make stuff up. Yeah, I'm sure there's shit that's made up about Hassan too. I'm too busy to hate you. Wait, that's such a flex. I'm too busy to hate you. Oh my god. Yeah. Really rich coming from the guy that's scared of his own audience. Chaz. Very rich.